Okay, I don't know when's the last time I made a video about it was April 26th, so, I'm sorry guys, I'll try to do more videos of these videos, that I'm currently doing, so, I'm doing the part, I'm doing the part 20, I'm doing the part, 96, reading my old assignments, so here it is, the video called, What is the Global Circulation? Name Quinn. What causes a global circulation? Earth's rotation, the sun, clouds, atmospheric gases, and the Earth's surface. Curvature of the Earth. Travels for depth. It will lose the scattering. What regions of the Earth do not receive sunlight during the winter due to the Earth's tilt? Polar regions don't see. Lots of sun radiation. Important factor of how much radiation. It sets up thermal gradient power. It will balance the heat. We distribute heat, not their total amount, like 3. Redistribute heat. How many large air cells would each hemisphere have? 3. Warm air rises to the equator, but cold, dense air sinks. Hadley cells. Less dense air rises about 18 km. Polar cells. Ferro cells. What direction do these cells flow compared to the other two? Same osmotic pressure. Resembling parts of a cell. Low pressure. High pressure. The rises of atmospheric pressure. What type of pressure does descending air create? High pressure zone. Desert. Sahara and Antarctica. Part 3. Why is a global circulation at the angle? They were processing winds around. Apparent right. Left. Coriolis Effect. Earth is wider at the equator. Moved in curved direction. Clockwise. Counterclockwise. Air moves away and speeds up at the equator. Angular momentum. 12 to 15 km. 280 miles. Polar front. Trade winds. Jupiter. So the last time I made notes was April 26th. Yeah, April 26th. Kind of confused. Did I do this already? I'll just read it again, make sure. Healthful eating plans. How often preschoolers need to eat on schedules every day. Unhealthy food choices. Processes of fruit and vegetables every day to make your teeth healthy and strong and healthy. Have a good model for yourself. Break out junk. Try something new. Read a book. Take a few minutes. Take action. Did she even see it? Breakfast with fruits, lunch with vegetables and dairy, dinner with grains, midnight with vitamins. Yeah, I'm just making sure if I did the assignments on time. Excuse me. The 60s space race. This is what we did in class the other day. Who is Yuri Gagarin? What did he do? How did President Kennedy respond to the news that the Soviets put a person in orbit? The space race wasn't just about space. It was about what else? Who is Alan Shepard, and what was he known for? What goal does President Kennedy give to Americans during his special address to Congress in May of 1961? What did most Americans think of his goal? Who is John Glenn, and what are 3 things he is known for? What happened to Apollo 1? Who was Gus Grissom? Where was he from? What did Apollo 8 accomplish? What else would Jim Lovell become known for? What did Apollo 11 accomplish? What was the date? Who was the first person to walk on the moon? Where did he graduate from college? I cannot stop coughing, guys. I apologize for that. I'm gonna start with the intellectual development. Actually, I'm gonna save it for the notes because I already got that covered in general. So let's just start with Quinn Simpson physical needs of preschoolers assignment. Research for different topics numbered below that have to do with physical needs of preschoolers and answer the questions that follow. Put your answers in a different color. Question 1. When should you start taking children in for their dental checkups? A year old. List 3 ways an adult can teach a preschooler in brushing their teeth. Hold the toothbrush in the gum line, brush gently, and brush the stuff out of your teeth. Jimmy is wanting to take a shower instead of baths. What are 2 ways as a parent could handle what to do next? They can take a fine time at a dinner table. They can find themselves planning the situation. How should parents handle the toilet accidents? They can fix inside of a toilet and see what has happened. Explain 3 things parents can do to teach good hand washing skills. So the germs don't come, so you don't get sick. It's important to wash before cooking. Compare and explain the physical activity opportunities of a child living in an apartment here in Columbus and child living in a house, a backyard, also here in Columbus. For example, I live in Columbus. Not Columbus, Ohio, Columbus, Indiana, obviously. They're completely neighbors and they sometimes come over. I used green for the different color. Compare and explain the difference between the average kid living in New York City and the average kid here in Columbus in terms of their physical activity opportunities. They live far away from each other and they don't even see each other. What are physical activities for preschooler on rainy days? Do something with one another. Jump on muddy puddles. Dance around with the rain. Take a walk. Keep protecting yourself no matter what. What are physical activities for a preschooler during the winter months? Play in the snow, make a snow angel, build a snowman, run around, and snowball fights. How many hours do preschoolers need to sleep per day? 6 to 8 hours. In your opinion, when should children give up taking naps? Why? Probably at kindergarten, and I didn't even put why in here. What do you think is an appropriate bedtime based on the typical school times and the amount of sleep preschoolers need? Why? Because they need a little bit of a break for the stress going on with them. So that's why. What are some solutions to fear of the dark for fear of monsters of preschoolers? Because some preschoolers think monsters are actually real, but they're not. They're just imaginary, you know. Like, so like when you're scared of a monster, even though it's kind of fake, um, the only way the preschooler could be scared of is probably some fake monsters that they look like if they're gonna get you, but it's literally just a poster. It's not gonna get you. It's not gonna kill you. It's just not gonna do that. All it has to do is just stay there, unless it's like something really scary. So a flashing pillow pet, lamp, and a little bit of light in the room, just like a lamp, the tall lamp that can help. Me too. So yeah, that's all my answer keys for this assignment. How about Quinn Simpson, Gardner, and did I do physical? Wait a second. I'm not doing that yet. I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna do it by. I'm actually gonna do it. I'm actually gonna do it. Maybe another part or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna do the apartment. I'm not gonna be doing the part right now. I'm not gonna do that right now. I can't do that. I have 2 child development work that I have to catch up, and I also have this to fix up, and I also have this to work on. I have like four assignments that I need to catch up on to, and some math assignments that I need to look at. So, um, so yeah, yeah, currently in part 5 of the Fixer chapter 14 to 17. So all I have to do is just directions in each box, draw a picture of the students at Hardwick or Hardwicky or Hardwick or Hardwicket. Add important information about each student in the boxes. I apologize if my English is kind of I apologize if my English is terrible. I mean, please don't make fun of me. I mean, that's just not gonna get you anywhere. I mean, I don't know. I'm I am so bad at English, guys. I don't know why. I keep pronouncing every word wrong. I don't know why, especially saying hard wiki. I keep saying that wrong. I mean, everybody says that wrong, but I mean like it's okay if you make fun of me, like I mean, it's okay if you're gonna um if you guys are gonna make fun of me for not speaking right, that's okay. I mean, I appreciate that. I actually do, because I'm kind of terrible. I'm kind of terrible. I can't really speak that well. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. I speak like a different person. I mean, I kind of speak too fast, or I kind of speak a little bit too low, or I kind of speak a little bit so fast that I can't even focus on. I keep speaking going on, going on, going on, and fast, and I keep on doing it for my life, basically. I guess I'm probably wasting my time, or maybe it's because I don't know how to talk very well, or something like that. Um, I think it's because I can't speak every word right, like important words that I can't even pronounce. Some words that I don't even know, because most teachers know about it, but I don't. I'm gonna have to pronounce it. I'm gonna have to pronounce every word, but I can try to react. So, it's okay if you guys hate me for this. That's totally fine, because I usually get bullied sometimes with my speaking. I speak like I'm nobody. All right, anyways, let's not talk about bullying. Please don't hate me for this. I mean, you guys can if you want to, because most of the guys, I mean, some of the guys don't like me very much. Yeah, some of the guys don't really like me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I did something. Maybe it's because I did something really cool at school. I don't even know. Okay, so I did the did I do about the sun? Did I do something about the sun? I think I did. Intellectual development about the nodes of preschoolers. All right, let's talk about the nodes real quick. So, 90 of a child's brain development happens before age 5. By 3 years of age, preschoolers use thinking to solve problems, not always having to use trials of error. Most kids don't know math. But some students, some kids do. Some kids are really smart, but most kids don't really know math. They don't even find math very interesting. But it's a symbolic thought is the most important cognitive advance, which appears between age 3 and 4. Symbolic thought is the ability to use symbols to represent objects, actions, or events from a person's world of experiences. It's okay if you guys make fun of me the way I cough. I cough like a horse sometimes. That's okay. I cannot stop. I have this cough since I keep on coughing since like about a year since like about like since January of 2020 I started coughing so often. I don't know if it's because of the allergies I have, or maybe it's because I think it's because I think it's because I don't know. I have something like mucus or something. I keep coughing so much, but it's going away. I promise. I mean, I don't cough too much. I mean, sometimes my mucus comes out very quickly, and I don't even know how to stop coughing. That's so impossible. Do any of you guys have mucus? Does that happen to you guys? Does that happen to you guys? I was gonna get vaccinated. I was gonna tell my mom that I was gonna get like vaccinated. I was gonna plan to do that. I mean, I'm not sure that's it. I don't know if I want to do that here or not because I'm still thinking about it. I might be able to get vaccinated, but I'm not sure yet. Preschoolers are able to think about an action without actually having to do this process. Symbolic thought effects pretend play, mental images, drawing, language, and memory. Symbol realism. Earlier, children just prefer to realistic symbols, dolls, kitchenette, tools, and medical bag. For me, I usually just do dolls. I used to play dolls when I was little, even though we don't have any girls at the house, even though I don't have a sister. That's okay. I mean, boys can attract some dolls too. Some boys have dolls in their house because some boys have sisters, or most boys have sisters, I should say. Later, they may be more abstract. Context. Earlier takes place within the context of real experiences. The children might choose a less realistic context, like playing a puppy on the moon. Roles playing themselves on or someone familiar. Take on a greater variety of roles. One action being here. Numbers of actions. Sequence of actions. Several grooming tasks. Involvement of others. Play done alone. Include other children. Include other children and adults. What do you notice about the toddlers' drawings? How do they compare the drawings to preschoolers? They look like robots in general. That's how children's creativity looks. That's how they draw, I should say. What stage are preschoolers in according in to Piaget's theory? What happens in that stage in your own words? Pre-operational. They use like social thinking of people what they actually don't know the situation. Operations or logical thinking include combining ideas or objects, placing things in order, engaging in if then cause and effect thinking or cause and effect thing. What is one thing that happens in substage? Preconceptual, preconceptual or symbolic 2 to 4 years begins to like develop concepts. What is one thing that happens to a substage to in intuitive 4 to 7 years? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this right. Shows classifying of improvements. Excuse me. Apparently that was my last one. Where was I? What are the 5 obstacles to logical thought for preschoolers? Egocentrism, centration, problems with transfer of reversibility, transductive reasoning, problems with like cause and effect thingy that's been going on since child development's just started. Physical knowledge, Trying to teach physical knowledge to preschoolers is ineffective. Why is this? Probably the similar size of that object. What are two categories which put in the objects onto slide 15 and 2 and Y? The trampoline because it can move pretty fast and sometimes it can move. The green ball because it's flexible and easy to catch. How do you think a preschooler would sort the objects L and Y? Because they can identify which is smaller and bigger. Ordering by attributes. When the attribute is more similar, or they are more than two items on preschooler, they must be ordered. Then the task becomes much harder. Why? They could try to order the right way. They may not fit in all the pieces. Why should a preschooler struggle? Why would a preschooler struggle explaining the numbers of circles in different rows in slide 18? Some children don't know what comes after the number. So maybe I'm right about that. So yeah, that's about all the that's all about it for the notes in general. I mean, I don't know if I did this yet. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to double check. G type, 5.778 K, about 27 million years. 1998.10 mass. State percentages, 5.726%. The fusion reactions of energy, the 0.7% of neutrinos. The quantum of light function, the conclusion of light speeds, the antimatter circumference, 1,000 years. He did not even view it. Be right back. I'm uploading a video right now called All Kid Quotes Part 5. I'm uploading the Part 5 right now, so yeah, the Part 5 quotes that I made so far since beginning of probably like January, I think. Like January that I started doing them, since January of 2020 last year. I started doing a lot of work. So that's what it took me so long to upload that video. Well, not too long, but that took so long for the video to come up. That's what I was saying. Let's talk about the sun real quick. We need to gather information for more success. We have to provide ourselves with a good look. They can gather information. 1.3 million Earths, 99.8. Hydrogen gas, 1,000 astronomical units. Solar eclipse, 8 minutes. Where does the sun rotate faster, the equator or the poles? 45 days for the poles. It deals with the waves, 11 years. Of the regular period of it, which is 10.7, 1027 squared. The rejection of plasma, the positive mystery. What is one thing many are listed on the Earth that our solar system can disrupt? Control mass rejection. Remaining a liquid, about 8.1%. What kind of a star will the sun become before the end of its life? What kind of nebula? What will happen to the remaining solar core? Red giant, just a planet nebula. It may run out of fuel for the way up. I mean, I guess I was being honest for that point. I guess I could take that. Okay, I think that's about it. Oh yeah, I actually did global circulation already. I already did that. I thought I'd never done it, so let's talk about the 60s, the answer keys. He's a Soviet pilot, and he flew all the way to the destination. He has to put on an amount of missions to use combination. Technology. NASA. Dramatic and confusing. PMOF. CSMOH. NASA. He is a test pilot. Mitchell, Indiana. The fire was a cause of mission. The first witnesses. Academy Space Powers. They had a mission to test the program. Neil Armstrong, the University of Southern California. I think that's about it. Let's get on the other assignments that I've not done yet. But I can only do them, I can only do them when they're only done. That's what my guess is. I'm okay reading the answers, but I'm okay reading the page without answer keys, but I prefer to read with answer keys because I just want to make sure that you know this in the future, that you children can learn through this process. Reasons for the seasons we just mentioned in February 25th. Okay, so what time of year are we closest to the sun? January. How many km closer are we at this time? 147.5 million. 23.5 degrees. 23.5 degrees. How many degrees is the Earth titled? During which season does the Northern Hemisphere receive more hours of sunlight? Summer. During which season does the Northern Hemisphere why do I keep saying hemisphere? What the fuck? Hemisphere, sorry. Receive less hours of sunlight. Winter. When is the highest point of the sun in the northern hemisphere? June 21st. What affects the amount of solar energy that is received per square km? Why does this occur? Solar energy requires an increased amount of the sun receivement. Like I said, my English is not that good. I don't know why I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but it's okay. It helps each square of the sunlit area is less. I don't know how long I've been recording. I think I'm recording since probably about 20 minutes, I think. I'm not for sure yet. I mean, who knows? Let's talk about exploration questions with this gay teacher again. Wind and weather basics. Yeah, Mr. Burton. Mr. Burton. Yeah. Mr. Burton. He looks at my science very late. I mean, he probably did not grade it. That's what my guess was. That he didn't even grade assignments. There's no final exam in my school. In science class. There's no final exam in my school. I don't know if that happens to your school, but it happens to my school. There's no final exam in my school. There's no final exam in science class in my school. There's no final exam in science classes in my school. It is a flow of gases thrown in the air. Polar and tropical easterlies. Polar and tropical easterlies. What are the names of the major global wind systems, and where are they located? A diagram may be helpful for these questions. Wind belts, easterlies, prevailing westerlies, and the intertropical convergence zone. They wave in current direction of a circular waves around. It is a layout for the winds. How much heat is lost per kilometer according to each rate? Decrease the temperature. 5.5 degrees, 5 degree F, 1.5 degrees, and 8.25. They are the combination of mass together with air moving in dense wind. What would happen if it does it without it. It is where the atmosphere conducts were relatively taken along to affect its time because it was in a moist atmosphere for so long. How are they classified? They are classified by other weather conditions that have just mass, just a basic mass. It moves whenever it causes the weather to be bad, like storms, rain, and thunderstorms. Like this is how air masses mostly move for this world. What bodies of water affect these air masses? Definitely the moisture, weather front. Whenever they are in contact with each other, they don't mix at all with the movement of air masses when they collide. They don't do that here. So, I don't know how long we're recording for, but I mean, I guess I said it like a million times, so I guess I've been recording for 20 minutes. I keep saying the word 20 minutes. I keep saying that. I keep saying that a million times. I don't know. Weather simulation questions. Let's talk about that. Play with different buttons on the simulation to figure out how to operate it. Use a chart besides to compare hours of sunlight and latitude. Just like this, you can click on this link and this will tell you what to do. Read page 1 and read 2, read 3, and read 4. 300. Okay, so how do you say that word? I can't even say it. Can you not do that? I'm not talking about the car. I'm talking about the pronunciation. You're not being helpful.
Equinox.
Equinox? Okay. Okay, so equinox of 12% and 14% appears to be around March because that's when the oblique view starts to show the sky. December 20th, 24 hours at the South Pole has been located. Saturday 19 hours is how many hours are received at the North Pole on that day. This is how the solar energy change across the planet over the course of the year. How many amounts is 300. Play with the different buttons on the simulation to figure it out, how to operate it. Use the chart at the side of that to adjust the air temperature and the wet bulb temperature. Create all 7 types of precipitation at ground level. Record all 8 temperatures for each type of precipitation. Negative 19.0 degrees C and negative 17.9 degrees C. How does the difference in air temperature affect the wet bulb temperature? It shows how much precipitation percentage of how much it fits through the temperature process. Make a thunderstorm simulation. Just like I told you, just play with different buttons and you can figure out how to operate it. Play with the blue and red line to figure out how to create different lights of cloud, different types of clouds, and precipitation rates. This is tricky at first, so be patient. Create thunderstorm. This person was about 12% near the thunderstorm and he nearly got killed, so I saved him. What kind of conditions are necessary for the thunderstorm to occur? They often occur when moisture is coming from the development process. Tornadoes. Adjust the funnel width and the speed to create all 6 types of tornadoes of the Fujita scale. How does pressure change as you increase the speed? It automatically turns over and rushes through the simulations. What is the relationship between a funnel width and wind speed? The more effects can occur together as possible forms of vertex or vortex. It can also be used for vertex as well. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. It took me like yesterday to do this. Yesterday of February 17. um, like back in the past of 2021, and I just got it finished by February 18th. So yeah, I can't remember what was due on that date. I can't even remember what was due on this assignment, on the questions, the simulation questions. All right. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the part 97. But before I end the video, I'm gonna have to. But before I end the video, I'm gonna put a different assignment on there, and so you guys know what assignment that I'm doing next on page 97. How about the copy of Flash Mystery Writing that I completely wrote? Took me a while to read this, and Miss Kolb did not even read this. What a jerk.